Everyone, welcome back to this channel. In this video I am going to talk about the range mask tool in the Lightroom. Using this range mask tool, how you can correct the overexposed and the underexposed areas of the image without affecting the whole image. So let's get into the video. So here we have the unedited raw image in the Lightroom. Here we can see in this image there are some underexposed as well as the overexposed areas in the waterfall and a little bit in the sky area. Now if we want to correctly expose this darker part by bringing the exposure slider on the right hand side, you can see the darker part is getting correctly exposed, whereas these well exposed areas are getting overexposed. Now bring this slider in the normal position. Now also what we can do is we can bring this shadow slider in the right hand side, and we can see this exposing the darker part, but also is exposing the well exposed part, which I don't want to happen in this whole image. So what we can do to correctly expose this overexposed and the underexposed area is to use the range mask tool. So to use the range mask tool, we can use the brush tool and hit over the darker part or the underexposed part of the image. Now we go to the range mask option, go to the luminance, then check mark this small box that is show luminance mask. It will turn this colorful image into the black and white image. Now paint over these areas where you want the range mask tool to be affected. So mostly the underexposed areas I'm brushing. Maybe here in the rocks it's too much dark, so I'm brushing over this area. Now you can observe some of the areas which are the well exposed part are also being painted, but it's not a big deal if we mistakenly brush over the other areas which we don't want to be affected. We can always correct it later on by adjusting the slider in the range mask tool. Okay, now the paint is almost done in the underexposed areas of this image. Okay, now what we can do is we'll hold this range mask slider from the right hand side and bring it to the left hand side. So you can see this red indicator is fading out. The red color is indicating here is the most underexposed areas of this image. So the range mask tool will be affecting only this red color selected areas of this image. So now we can uncheck this small box again, and this will turn this black and white again into the colorful image. Now we bring this exposure slider to the right hand side, and you can see the underexposed areas are getting a little bit exposure, and also the shadows. We can bring this slider into the right hand side and can see the areas which we are selected with the brush is being correctly exposed without affecting the other parts of this well exposed areas. Now we have also the overexposed areas in the waterfall and a little bit in the sky. Now what we can do is same thing, we'll bring the brush and hit over the most exposed areas in the waterfall and go to the range mask, choose the luminance, check mark this show luminance mask, and we'll change this image into black and white. and paint over the most exposed area of this image. Okay, now this time we'll bring this left hand slider to right hand side, and we can see this red color is fading out. This means this red color is indicating the most overexposed areas of this image. So I'll little bump up this slider maybe in the 95. Now we'll uncheck this small box again and we'll change to colorful image. Now again we go to the exposure slider and bring this exposure slider to the left hand side, maybe right here, and bring the white slider a little bit down, maybe -4 is okay. So here we can see the overexposed part is correctly exposed right now with the range mask tool. Okay, I forgot to paint over this area, and after painting you can see the overexposed part is slightly getting details over the overexposed area. Now let's check the before and after of this image. We can zoom in by hitting the Ctrl+. Now we can see this rock which was underexposed before and is now well exposed in this after image without affecting this well exposed areas. This areas before and after is almost the same, and we can see in the overexposed areas of this waterfall, you can compare this part of the waterfall here is too much overexposed, whereas here is after using the range mask tool we have correctly exposed. As well as here we can see and compare this part and this part of the waterfall. Here it's a little bit overexposed, whereas this part is now correctly exposed. So here how we can use this range mask tool in the Lightroom to correctly expose the underexposed and the overexposed areas of this image. I hope this video has made your add-on skill of editing the image, and if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching this video, and bye for now.